And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Slot receiver, headed right. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
In motion, it's Waddle. He'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Tight end motioning left. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take it back to the other side of midfield.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. This one intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. This is intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Third down, 3 to go. They'll send their tight end left. They'll throw here on third and short yardage. Open man, left side. He's got it. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Dolphins first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up first and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Max Melton. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. Oh, got to be careful here. Looks like they're just going to avoid the safety, but not by much. That was close to being a disaster.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
It's 3rd down and 12.
From his own end zone, he'll set up to throw.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
This fielded at the 2. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Javon Holland up to make the tackle. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is intercepted. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The man in motion is Watson. And he'll take it on in. Christian Watson, touchdown Dolphins. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Reichert now to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Dolphins move out on top, 14-0. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This will be taken in at the 2. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. You have a tight end motioning left here. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. Inside the 30. CeeDee Lamb. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. They'll try to run this one in. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
14, Bills nothing.
Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. They bring a tight end in motion left. They'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to CeeDee Lamb. And now it's 3rd and goal.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. No place to run there. Good job by the D to stop him at the 2.
It's now 4th and goal.
He'll drop to throw. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. The extra point is good. And the Bills are on the board. It's now 14-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. And he's going to take this all the way back. 84 yards. Touchdown, Miami. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this, and they go back and get a score of their own.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. A short one taken at the 10. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's 1st and 10. Atwell sent in motion here. Throw to the right flat. It is caught.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line. Now, faking the give. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 33-yard line.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us. It's my turn. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it just past their 25.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of grounded pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Uh-oh. And he looks up, and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Into traffic, but taken in. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's 2nd and 2. The ball comes out. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. You got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
On 1st down, it's Penix. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, here is Penix. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And he pushed it. That is wide to the right. And this will stay a two-possession game.
And this is where playing in the elements can really become a problem. These kickers
the pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack.
And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before third down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Looking downfield for Coleman. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. It's a short kick. Fair catch is called for, and they're going to be in business with a short field to work. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. From the gun, it's Penix. A pass taken in by Watson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On third down, Penix. Open man, right side. He's got it. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Now a signal, timeout called, 9 seconds left to play in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They're going to go play action with no chance at all. He'll go down. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock. On second down, here's Penix. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. There is a flag there on the play, but I think that's going to be holding on the offense. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. And that is incomplete. One final chance, does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Coach, thank you, and the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. Back to the ground after the penalty. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily.
And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
A loss of 5 brings up second and 15 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And he's going to have the Bills' first down. It's a gain of 12 facing fourth down. They'll look to throw yet again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
21 is the line to gain as we hit third down. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. That's going to be intercepted. He works free, right side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Miami. So they make the decision on fourth down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick six.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on fourth down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This will be returned from the 2. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. First and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Whoa! They get 15 on that game. Good for a Bills first down.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so...
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
That one intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop, look off the safety, hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience and some...
And he's in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball. Money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Will Reichard now on for the extra point. And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. He'll start at the 2. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
There's really no other way to put it, Mike. This has just been a rough outing for the young rookie quarterback. And I think everyone understands going into these games, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be learning moments that these guys are going to gain that they can only gain through experience. The problem is, it's really hard to have positive learning experiences when you throw 3 picks. He's got to see the field better. He's got to anticipate better. And ultimately, he just needs to play better for his offense to have a chance. How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. Frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Penix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarter, they're just not on.
Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Bills have got it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery.
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
And that is incomplete.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half. Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the 3rd quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue, and I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Penix. He'll take a shot for Watson. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Miami. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Reichard good with the extra point. And the Dolphins stretch things out even further. Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Handoff here, up the middle, and a nice run there. He'll get 8 to the 28-yard line. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's a toss, right side. Oh, no dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively, it'll set up a 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. A nice throw by the rookie from LSU. He's got his team a 1st down. Now a give on the ground. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. Here's the lefty, Penix. That's taken in by Achane. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. They'll throw. It's Penix. Sending it deep for Waddle. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
3rd and 2. And Penix. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
A big hole. And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, Bills. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least it'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. And give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one. Mike, there's not a lot of ways to break this play down other than saying you get the wide open target, you have the play you want, you're aggressive going for 2, you just got to catch the ball.
Short kick taken just inside the 20. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. We'll go play action now with Penix. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows. Now the lefty Penix on 1st down.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
A big-time play for the Dolphins. An even 40 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Throwing again, it's Penix. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. And this has to feel good for this team, Greg. After losing week 1, to continue to add to the lead here in the fourth quarter and get themselves likely back to 500.
Yeah, just a really nice bounce-back performance. After talking to them, they felt really disappointed in their week 1 performance. They felt like they got off to a slow start, Mike. So now here in week 2, bounce back, deal with a little adversity early in the season. I think this is going to bode well as the rest of this year plays on.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the left side, caught by Lamb. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down. They'll look to throw. Now he'll run it.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
He'll drop to throw. Looking downfield for Coleman. And this will be incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And third down coming up. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. And that is not going to work. Incomplete. And they turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On second down, Penix gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Here's H.A. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Miami.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
That is caught. What a throw. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Will Reichert to kick off.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This fielded at about the 9. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to about the 28-yard line. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Second down and 8. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Room up. Oh, the ball is out. It's picked up by the Dolphins.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
And he is putting in the work, dancing inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 8. Once again, it's Achane. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
And this defense holds its ground. They stop him for no gain, and fourth down's coming up.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This officially a 58-yard attempt. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Your tight end motioning left here. They'll stick with him again. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. And they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. On third down, we'll try to get it on the ground. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. And they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the fourth. The offense not coming off the field. And here's 4th down. They'll try to run. 13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on 4th down.
We could go back and forth about the play call, Mike, but what we can't argue about is the result of the play. I think that run caught them a little bit off guard. I mean, I think it caught us off guard. But that surprise is what gave them just enough space to convert on that 4th down.
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by...
That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 2. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And angling for the sideline, but that ball will go out of bounds, so they try to pin them deep with a directional kick, but it backfires. With the ball out of bounds, it'll come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. In motion, it's Waddle. They run on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line.